breath work. Dress up because I'd asked everybody to dress as their future selves. So I did not have much time, but I wore these clothes and then I wrote this. This is me. Yeah.
So it's more confusing because you're always about being present.
Being present, yes.
So I thought, well, I'm going to...
You're just going to be present.
Yeah, they have all challenging.
It's kind of surprising.
Oh, hi, Spencer. Welcome. Glad to see you. Okay, so I thought today... Good morning, everybody. David, are we online?
Yes.
All right. Welcome, everybody who's online and who's here in this home. And I'm so grateful for your presence, all of you. So thanks for coming. So I thought that we all have been meditating for some time, and I think we are ready for a little bit more advanced. I won't even use the word advanced, but an extra step before we start our meditation, which is a little bit of breath work. And I definitely want to share with you the amazing breath work that I learned in my time in India. And it was so powerful for me, and the teacher told me that you're free to share. And so I love that. So that was just this amazing knowledge of breath work that just literally fell in my lap. And sometimes the best things are, they just come to you when you're ready or when you're open to receive. And so I feel like I have an obligation to share it with people if they're interested. It's really going to help you in your journey, in your meditation journey. So I was looking at the calendar and I find Juneteenth is, so that's the long weekend, right? I definitely need like 4 or 5 days of teaching this breath work. Right, and I need a commitment from people. Like the one thing that the teacher asked me was would I be able to give it the discipline that it deserves, and not break the practice for the next 40 days. And only if you're serious and committed, then I want to share this breathwork knowledge with you. And if you're not yet ready, that's okay too. Whenever you're ready, we can do it then as well for you. But for people who are ready and who feel like they are committed and they will practice it for the next 40 days, and then you can choose to keep the practice, or you can say, okay, whatever your heart desires. So I was looking at the long weekend, which is in Juneteenth. If anybody can tell me what date is it? Juneteenth is usually 17th? Okay. I think it's a Friday or a Thursday. It's the 19th. Ideally, I would love a retreat setting, but I just don't have the time to plan retreats anymore. Because when you're in a retreat setting and you're morning to evening doing this kind of work, it's just a different experience. It's more powerful, it's more enhanced, versus you go back home and you go back to your regular surroundings. Nothing wrong with the regular surroundings, but we're just trying to be open to something more profound, which needs for you sometimes not to be who you are, right? Breaking the habit of being yourself sometimes is necessary as well. So I looked at some Airbnbs around here. I did a little bit of work, and actually Sangeeta, she's not here, Sangeeta, remember? She was also helping me. And so we said, okay, we can do that, Airbnb, if you all are willing to want to stay in an Airbnb and just do this whole thing in a retreat setting, we can do that too. Or we just come here, because I don't know how else to do this. You just come here and spend from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and learn the breath work, which is, So the long weekend is 4 days, right? for the 4 days, commit yourself to the practice, and then take it with you for the next 40 days. And, which means you do it every day before your meditation. Actually, your meditation will become very, very deep for you when you do the breath work. So think about it, and if you are interested, you should let me know, because I have to carve out the time for myself as well. So you just let me know, and that's it. Hi, come on in. So today we're going to do a little bit of a sampling of it, okay, before our meditation. So how many of you have heard about the Ujjayi breath, in the oceanic sounding breath? Have you heard about it? Hi, you want to come sit here? Come. Have you guys heard about the oceanic breath, the ocean breath, the Ujjayi breath? Okay, so think of a straw which goes from the base of your spine to the top of your head, okay? And you suck in breath, as in you're sucking fluid up that straw, okay, with your mouth closed. You suck it in, and then you take it up here, and then when you release the breath, it's like fogging up a mirror, but keep your mouth closed. Keeping your mouth closed, but fogging up a mirror. It makes a sound here. So it's constricting this area of your throat. So taking your breath in as though you're sucking fluid up a straw, and then breathing out as though you're fogging a mirror with your mouth closed. It takes a little bit of practice, not much. If you get it, you just get it. And, it's really powerful. It really centers you. And when people say centering, what do they mean? So usually we are in beta consciousness, which means we are very aware of this material world. We're very focused about what's happening around us, and the mind is just whirring. Really fast. But when you move into a centering phase, what happens is you start to go into theta and alpha brain waves, which is your analytical mind starts to recede in the background, and you sort of become more open, and you start to calm down, you relax, you are triggering a very calm state, and you're telling your autonomic nervous system to relax, to calm down, to just take it easy. And that's when your analytical mind kind of recedes back, and you're more open, you're more suggestible. Like hypnotists actually use this a lot because they are trying to suggest to you something, right? In hypnotism and hypnosis, that's how it works. It's trying to get you into theta and alpha brain waves. And that's kind of important for this kind of work that we do in meditation. So breath work is going to give you that quick moving from beta to alpha or theta consciousness. Right? So do you want to practice the breath work before we start? Okay. And then today we're going to do exactly what we did last week. Who all were there? I think everybody was there except, yeah. So we're again going to focus on how can we step into a future? How can we step into the future? How can we embody that future self that is calling our name? So there are 3 ways, there are 3 steps towards it, and I remember talking about it last time. So one is holding a very clear intention, holding a clear intention. The second is elevated emotions, emotional intelligence, elevated emotions, and third is mental rehearsal. So I just want to give you some examples on actually clear intention. Clear intention is like telekinesis, is that how you pronounce it? When the power of your mind is so strong that you're able to draw what you want to you. The power of your mind and your thoughts. You're able to influence your environment. So that is telekinesis. And there was an interesting experiment done in, I think it was in 1986 by a French scientist. His name was Rene Pioch. And you can look up this experiment as well. It's just all over on Google anyways. So the experiment goes like this. He wanted to see the power of intention, or how our power of our mind can influence the reality. So what he did was, he had a robot, which was a very simple robot, which was a random movement generator, okay? Under this little piece of robot was a pencil. And he put this robot on a huge piece of paper, as big as this room maybe, and he had this random movement generator robot trace out a path, okay? And true enough, it was very random. It was equally proportioned on all sides of the paper. It moved very randomly. That's what it did. Now, there is this thing about, he got newly hatched chicks, little pieces of heart inside, okay? And now, what do the birds and chicks do as soon as they are born? They imprint to the next moving thing. As soon as they're born, they imprint or bond to whatever is moving in front of them, which usually is their parent, the mother or the father. And so they just bond and imprint, and they follow them around. Wherever the parent goes, the chick follow. That's called imprinting. And all birds and chicks, and they all do that. So what he did was, with this random robot, which is moving around like this, he dropped this newly hatched chicks into the same arena where this paper was placed. And these chicks started to follow this robot, thinking that's the mother. And they bonded, and they imprinted on this robot. And so they followed, and the robot moved wherever, equally moving everywhere. Now what they did was, what Rene Pioch did was, he moved these chicks into a cage. He placed them in a little cage, all right? And then he put the cage next to the robot, okay? What happened after like 30 minutes was astonishing. The robot, which was moving all over equally, suddenly started to gravitate and move towards the cage. So suddenly his tracing of the path is all around the cage, closer to the cage, and all of this space is empty, it's blank. So the point is, if those little baby chicks with their little hearts, I think they can influence a robot. Imagine the power you have. I mean, this is a true. Imagine the power you hold in your heart and in your mind and with your thoughts. So that is an example of clear intention. You hold what you want with complete clarity and with absolute devotion and surrender to the possibility of it becoming true. Just like the chicks did. They just imprinted with the robot. That was their mom, and they kept asking for it, and the robot moved into that area. And so that is clear intention, right? Mental rehearsal, I guess you all remember, I mentioned an experiment a while back about the piano. So there were two groups. Clinical trial was held somewhere. There were two groups of people. One group was given a piano and very simple scales to practice for 2 hours every day. And so they practiced simple scales. They'd never done piano. They didn't know anything about it, but they practiced every day. The other group was given the scales, but no piano, all right? And they had to mentally figure it out, imagine tickling the ivories and imagining and learning the scales all in their mind. And then their brain scans were done through some crazy equipment, and they found that both of these groups had identical new neural network created in that part of the brain where learning happens. Because the idea is the brain doesn't distinguish between actual experience outside in the environment or in the brain or in the mind. It treats them equally. So that's the idea of mental rehearsal. If you keep rehearsing what you want and who you are and how you embody yourself, how you interact, whatever that thing that you're becoming, then repetition is going to give you what you are looking for through mental rehearsals. And elevated emotions, we all understand. If you want something in your life, you're not really going to get it with stressful emotions like anger and hate and guilt and shame and unhappiness. These are survival emotions. They are meant to help you in that moment in whatever you're trying to do. But if you continue simmering in this, then you're not going to be able to evolve yourself and become who you think you are already or want to be. So elevated emotions are important. Emotions of love and gratitude. Gratitude for something that you want so much. If you already feel it, you are in a state of receivership. So gratitude, freedom from all limitations, peace, and no guilt, and just a lot of compassion. So 3 things are required in this meditation. Number 1 is holding the intention strongly. Number 2 is mental rehearsal, rehearsing exactly how it's going to all play out. And 3rd is holding elevated emotions, right? So just like we did last week, think of a symbol. So for example, if it's a relationship or it's a job, think of the letter R or J. Circle it. So hold that symbol in your mind. What are the 4 things that you want from it? If it's a job, is it more paying? Is it what kind of success? Is it more fulfilling? Whatever. 4 things from that job. And then how would you feel when you have that new thing? How are you going to feel? Are you going to feel grateful? Are you going to feel joyous? Are you going to feel passionate? So 4 emotions, 4 what you want from that job, and then you just meditate on it. Makes sense? So should we do this again? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. And I just wanted to acknowledge last week, I guess I overheard myself again, and I felt like I did not fully give acknowledgement to the wonderful answers that I received from each one of you about the question that we posed last week. Rob, your answer was actually very deep. So the question was that, so sometimes in meditation we say, I am all that is, I am, and then yet we say, I'm evolving, I'm working towards my healing, I'm working towards my transformation. So what is it? What is this apparent polarity? So we were discussing that question. And one of the answers that was given by Rob was beautiful. It's like there is no separation between perfection and me, because if I start to create that separation, then I'm already separated from what is. I think separation is a toxin, you said, right? And so I don't want to feel separate from who I thought that was astounding. So no separation. And then I really like Paresh's answer was also that, that's the human experience of my working on my healing and my transformations. I'm trying to summarize it for all of you. And that is my human experience, and that I'm evolving to be that. Hi. It's okay. Hello. I'm glad you're here now. Everything good?
I hope the chair is good.
Oh.
No, there was an accident on the freeway.
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
One click too far for real.
Was one click too far?
Yeah, you
Go all the way back?
gotta go all the way back.
Yep, you gotta start from scratch. Okay. The shout?
Okay, I don't know, where was I? Yeah, yes. So your answer was great, and it's transforming the human experience, right? And then Richard also said something really wonderful, which was acceptance to what is. Knowing where I stand and where I need to go is first I need to accept where I am, right? Something like that, I think. Um, yeah. So, and you said, we are all a work in progress, and I'm working on improving myself. It's wonderful. So we had these amazing answers. So I feel like we are thinking, so this part of the work requires good amount of thinking. You know, you want to be able to think on how to improve yourself in your meditation practices. So that's all I had to say, guys. Now we will start by practicing our breath work. So just to speed you two up, we're going to start our meditation with breath work. And I've asked everybody if they are interested in learning this breath work that I I received while I was in India. And I was looking at the dates for June 17th. June 19th, sorry. June 19th, it's a long weekend, and we would need 4 days. And, to make it easier on everybody, if you guys can just come here, 10 to 4. It would have to be 10 to 4. And then we can learn this powerful practice. And the commitment that would be required from everyone who joins this breathwork sessions would have to commit for 40 days of doing it. That's the honor you would be giving to this practice. So it's not just, oh yeah, I learned something and then forget about it. No, you have to do it. You should be doing it for 40 days. So if you're interested, let me know, because I also need to carve out my time. So it's important I know sooner than later, right? All right, and so we're going to start our meditation with doing the breath work. Both of you, do you know Ujjayi breath? Do you remember a little bit in the retreat we were learning? The Ujjayi breath is like sucking a fluid up a straw with your mouth closed, and then releasing the breath by like fogging the mirror, but keeping your mouth closed. Okay, so let's practice a little bit first. Let's do that. Okay, you can keep your eyes open right now. We're not starting. We're just practicing the breath works. So breathing in, hold, breathing out. Make the sound. Yeah, make the sound here. Right? So again, breathing in, hold, breathing out. Breathing in, hold, breathing out. Good, right? Yeah, we all have it? Okay, perfect. So we're going to do the breathing, and after that, there'll be, the music will begin, right? And yeah, so we'll start. So I'm gonna play this for you, so you don't have to. I won't be counting. This will be counting for you, basically. Okay. So let's close our eyes and settle down, and make your body comfortable, because it's going to be at least 40 minutes starting now. So become comfortable. Yes. Because then we want to be as still as we can. So if you want to spread your legs, whatever you need to do. Bring your attention to your breath. Notice how it moves. Now start your Ujjayi breathing Imagine a straw from the base of your spine to the top of your head. Imagine sucking fluid up that straw. Breathing in. Hold. Breathing out. Breathing in. Hold. Breathing out. Breathing in. Slowly, slowly. Hold. Breathing out slowly. Breathing in. Hold. Breathing out. Relax. Let's do this again. Breathing in. Hold. Breathing out. Breathing in. Hold. Breathing out. Breathing in. Hold. Breathing out. Relax. Relax. Breathing in. Hold. Breathing out. Breathing in. Hold. Breathing out. Breathing in. Hold. Breathing out. Relax. Relax. Becoming aware of the space around your body. Becoming aware of the space just above your skin. Expanding your awareness a few inches beyond your body. Your awareness to the space above your head. And either side of you. If your attention wanders, use your breath as your anchor. And keep relaxing into this moment. Becoming aware of the space around you. Around your body. This living field around you holds all possibilities, all potential, and is waiting for your instruction. So with each breath, feel yourself lighter, more relaxed, and just letting go. Perhaps you visualize a door in front of you. It is a threshold to your extraordinary life. Before stepping through, set your clear intention. What qualities are you stepping into? What is your personality like? See it with clarity.
May all beings be blessed with divine love, source love, peace, comfort. And their hearts be open, connected.
Taking a deep breath as you enter that door.
In unity and love.
And you walk inside. as you stand on this side, let powerful emotions rise within you. Feeling deep gratitude, and joy, it bubbles up. Freedom of living without limitation. And love for your life. And now move through this new reality. See yourself waking up in the morning. How do you feel in your body? New energy, new presence. Responding to life, fully alive and deeply in love. Mentally rehearse your day. Stepping into your extraordinary future. anchoring the energy of this extraordinary self in your mind and body. And remembering who you really are.
May all beings be blessed with divine love,
Feeling complete
source
gratitude.
love, peace, comfort,
Source
their
love.
hearts be open, connected.
Coming back to your breath. With deep love and gratitude. Just coming back to your breath. Bowing down to your own divinity and to the divinity in others. deep gratitude. When you feel ready, you may open your eyes. To love, light, and letting go. Namaste. Would you like to share something? Anybody? Oh, yes, please.
And good morning, I'm Spencer. And also thank you for the meditation session. So I would say a week ago, and I lost my phone, just died. The black screen and everything else. And I went to, Epistle, and, they check, and, they said the motherboard died, and, they couldn't fix it. So I was like, what happened to my, all my picture, the messages, and, they said they couldn't do it. So I was like, wow, all my, everything is gone, especially my notes. And so especially the meditation session, it helped me a lot, in terms of and then, I feel like, especially we are so attached to, all the steps, and also materials, and also phones, and, so thank you for this session.
That's great. You're welcome.
Anybody else?
Well, how was the meditation, everybody? Did you work on those steps or something?
Mm-hmm.
Or if it just the moment takes you, then you don't do anything, you just be.
Felt so relieved.
Relieved?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was just a beautiful thing.
yeah,
So relieved. Yeah.
very good.
Say something. Recently, there was a challenge for myself and my family, and this gave me some time to think about things, and it made it. It gave me an opportunity to put into perspective, and just kind of quiet my mind, which was really necessary to come to the revelation that I did. So thank you.
Wow, did it help you, the revelation?
It helped a lot because I was floundering on how to feel about what had taken place. So struggling with those emotions, quieting my mind like I did for this length of time, was so necessary.
Oh, you needed
Yeah,
that.
I needed it. Yeah, so thank you.
Very good.
Shall we say goodbye to the 15 people online?
Yes, let's say bye to them. Bye, guys. Thank you.